Okay, so can you talk about your performance? You came into this fight, feeling very confident despite being on a losing streak. You actually fought an opponent who is known as a solid ground fighter. Yet he kept on the feet for a long time, and then when it finally hit the ground, you were able to show your superior grappling skills. How do you feel about your performance?
I feel really good. The first of all, I have to say thanks to my coach Raul. He's been helping me out on my boxing. And I feel confident because I've been trained from my last fight. I'm not gonna lie, I've been trained from the last day, the the April to to right now. And I've been dieting. I've been doing my homework. My wrestling, my boxing, my Muay Thai. I've been going cross training on my gym in Dallas. With my coach Safe, and all this been a lot of work. Not gonna say it's easy work, but I've been a lot of work, and I need this win. And the point when I hit the ground, I knew I could take it. But I want to live for the end. Because I wanna show my progress. On my stand up, on my takedown defense, and that's the all the hard work goal.
Was the leaving Brazil and coming to Texas? What is the mixed martial arts scene like there, and how was that transition? Was it easy just to come in and live there, or is it difficult at all?
When I came to the United States before, I never trained MMA. I just trained only Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That time I want to be a world champion, and I never could because I got in second, but never first. And that's when I got the transition to go to a mixed martial arts. I started training by myself, and from there, the transition is nothing. It's just we got pull more punches and dedicate yourself a little bit more. But when I transitioned to the United States, people were accept me more with with my jiu-jitsu, like give me like, hey, I think you have a good chance on this. Try to learn a little bit more of that, you know. And in Brazil, people just saying, oh, you have to train better more jiu-jitsu than anything else. Just train jiu-jitsu, and not it's not what I look for. And right now, I see my levels. I see my boxing get better. I see my wrestling get better. All my coaches helping me out, and I feel so grateful, and I feel like the transition going so far, and I know going further, day by day, I think gonna go really good.
During the up to the weigh-ins, you came in, like they brought out the towel. You got a haircut. I mean, can you talk about your difficulty making weight?
Well, it's not because I cut my hair because I want to look different. The first of all, because my last fight I have like a long hair, like people start making fun of me, like and I started like, no, let's do something like crazy right now. Let's shave everything, and all my team did it. Like we all did together, and the point of the hair was let's have fun. Not putting this like a work no more. Let's have fun, And we did it, and I feel good. The weight cut, yeah, always hard. And I'm gonna say it's not hard, but like I kind of missed a little bit like on the pounds, Like I think I have to learn more how I dieting and get my diet the right point because I have just 5 weeks to cut weight. I have 5 weeks. It's not enough time, but I did it. I do everything I could to make weight, and I make it, and that's what is more important for me.
What weight do you cut down from?
I normally I walk around 185, but in 5 weeks, if you want to be healthy, you want to be in good shape, you need more time. You need at least 2 or 3 months, like on a good shape. And I came from 185 in 5 weeks, and I want to cut more fat. I want to take more. I want to put more training in my mind. I want to train more my body to do this as fast as I can because the way the UFC put in the rules, the way it put it's good. No, don't get me wrong, it's really good. Right now, I feel so much better. Sorry, with no IVs, and it's gonna be better and better all the time. And I need to prepare myself to get there and performance like how I did right now.
Would you like it more if weight was like a jiu-jitsu tournament where you weigh in 10 minutes before and you go fight, and if you throw up or if you faint, you're out? The UFC, they give you 24 hours. Which one would you like more for everybody?
I think this is perfect. You know, I can't lie. Like, if you're gonna cut like a 15 pounds one day to the next, is not healthy. You know, it's not a good. You know, in fighting same time I see a lot of people throw up on the mat. You know, it's not it's not good. I did it one time. Not gonna lie. You know, and it's not good for you healthy. I think if you do like a day, 24 hours after you win, it's you can do it the best you can to win. I know that, but I think that's the healthy way to don't get injured, you don't get sick or anything else. I think this is right now is the best way.
And how is it ever harder to fight with your weight than to actually fight in the cage?
I think so because, like, for me, I gotta fight a guy on 185 pounds. You know, the guy's gonna be like a monster in front of me. You know, and fighting 185, I think is my best division, and I can feel better the next day. I feel strong. I feel faster, and I think this division, this way is better. You know.
You surprised a lot of people when you came to the UFC with some great victories before you had some problems, and now you're back on the winning track. Who do you feel is a good matchup for your next fight?
I don't know. I don't know who's gonna match up with me, but I want one more fight before I start calling out people because the people took beat me the last 2 times. You know, I have it then in my mind the whole time. You know, and I not forget who beat me. I never gonna forget because took a lot from me. You know, took like my record, and I gotta look forward to these 2 fights I lost. But right now I wanna take one more fight. You know, I don't care who it's gonna be, and I want to start calling people out after that one. You know, I really want to get there. I want to get in the top 10 as soon as I can. And but I need to talk to my coach. That's on with me. You know, but I want to talk to my coach and see what's gonna be the next for me. And now I'm here, and I want to get in the top 10 for sure. I don't care who we're gonna who we're gonna match up, but I want to get in the top 10.
Now, traditionally, Brazilian fighters always came from a jiu-jitsu and maybe kickboxing background or mix thereof. There's been a lot of resistance up until maybe recently, especially in Brazil, against training wrestling. It's not part of the culture. Guys like you, Wilson Hayes, you're showing that it makes a huge difference. How do you feel about that? Do you think it's going to be wrestling might be more embraced by Brazilian culture, and as far as people seeing the kind of results you're getting right now?
I think it's really important you train everything from karate to wrestling. It's important. You know, different mixed martial arts is coming inside the UFC, and you have to prepare yourself the whole time. You know, you cannot just train. If I gotta train jiu-jitsu, I know if the guy taking me down, I gotta submit him. No, it's not like that. If you got a top fighter, like especially like a wrestling guy, you're always gonna have a hard time. You can submit, but not all the time. And I think the way the culture going put the wrestling on the mixed martial right now, I think it's a good idea. You know, for me, for myself, I work really hard on my wrestling right now. I have so many, like I have one coach on my town where I live in Texas, and he's coming help me all the time. He brings his students to help me out, and I show the skills he teach me, the skills he been showing. My coach from Dallas too helped me out a lot. And I think that's gonna be better on the performance every time you train something different.
Were you able to successfully demonstrate all the improvements in this fight, or do you think you have some things we haven't seen yet?
I think you have some things you guys don't seen yet, but I promise you guys gonna see really good later on the next fight. I think I gonna try and improve more and more every single one.